What's going on YouTube? This is Frank. Welcome back to my channel. So, as you all know, when I turned 30 years old last year, I made that commitment to start maintaining my physique year round. Every year as I aged 10 to 13% body fat, I had to really do evaluation of my life. And this entire series is going to be in segments and things, but I didn't get a chance to. I never learned maintenance calories in my 10 years of my nutrition and fitness lifestyle. So I started practicing that last year, and that's when I started learning how to eat in maintenance. Growing. In my early 20s, it was all about, 10 years ago, it was all about eating in a deficit. But those guys, that I learned from on YouTube fitness 10 years ago, they wasn't really preaching maintenance calories, and I'm not even sure if they knew it or not. But as you all can see, maintaining my physique since last year, when I started learning maintenance calories and things. But today I want to talk about the psychological switch that came with it. As I've been getting therapy and things, I just took like a huge dive back into my bodybuilding experiences in my early 20s, and I didn't have a good relationship with food. I got into my nutrition and fitness lifestyle because in 2015 I was almost obese, is what the doctor told me, and I just made some radical changes. But I had to learn. I've been developing a better nature, a better healthy look on food. I had to learn the psychology of my mind when I'm around food. The psychology of my mind when I'm around food when I'm stressed. Psychology of my mind when I'm around food when I'm hungry. Psychology of my mind when I'm around food and I'm angry. Psychology of my mind when I'm around food when I'm lonely. Psychology of my mind when I'm around food when I'm tired. And psychology of my mind when I'm around food when I'm bored. And just 100 other factors. It was one of those things where, I didn't know anything about stress management. And that's something I'm going to get into another video. But I had to learn stress management and not to turn to food, when I'm like stressed and things like that. And there's a balancing act you can do with that when it comes to the psychology of your mind when you're around food, stress management, and knowing your maintenance calories and things. But we're going to get into that, a little bit later. But I would say listen, if you just looking at this video and you like, Frank, I need to learn how to lose weight first before I learn how to maintain it and things. I would say learn how to eat. Identify those triggers, those emotional and spiritual triggers that you have when you're around food, those generational triggers that were passed down to you. And I'm going to get very, very deep into this topic, so this is not going to be the first video. But learn those deep triggers and ask yourself, do I turn to food when I'm feeling this and when I'm feeling that, or when this happens and when that happens? Get into that really deep emotional aspect. Just take some time to yourself, and figure out what those are. It took me, it's 10 years that I've been in my nutrition and fitness. I didn't learn all this until my 9th year. You know what I mean? I was a kid when I was learning from guys on YouTube back 10 years ago, so I'm not blaming them. But I'll be 31 this year by the grace of God. I'll be 31 next month by the grace of God in April. April 29th of 2025. So I'm not going to lie, I'm going to teach like the young guys or any guy that come across my channel like the real deals, because this whole entire nutrition and fitness lifestyle is so much more than about taking off your shirt and losing fat and building muscle and all those things. All those things are cool and getting ladies and stuff, or you're just finding your person. None of those things, there's nothing wrong with those things, but it just goes deeper than that. You know, it's more than just about looking good in a shirt and things like that. And that's just what I want to do with my channel. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we're going to talk about how to look good and all those things, like in clothes and taking your shirt off and losing body fat. And building muscle. We're going to talk about all those things, you know, way, way later down. But this is me just being vulnerable about my story and my life and what I learned in my 10 years of my nutrition and fitness lifestyle. So that's all I got for you all. If you all don't take anything from this video, like I said, learn how to eat. And in order to learn how to eat, learn the psychology of your mind when you're around food. And how you feel when all things of life just happen. How do you feel when you're around food? How much do you eat? What do you eat? Do you write down what you eat? All those things. And do you keep eating after that? So that's all I got for you all. Comment below on topics that you all want me to talk about within this series, or things that you all want me to elaborate on. That's all I got for you all. Listen, 2025, we're all going up, up, up to greatness, success, blessings, and I'll see you all next video. Oh, we're going to get that thumbnail. Peace, y'all. I'm out.